Sa showbiz, hindi lahat puro glamour. May mga kwento at chismis na ilang celebs daw may masungit o molditang ugali off-cam. Kaya dito, pag-uusapan natin ang ilan sa mga rudest Pinoy celebrities, ayon sa mga kwento ng fans at netizens. Disclaimer: ang lahat ng ito ay puro hearsay at opinion lang. Wala tayong intensyon manira. Entertainment at kwentuhan lang to. Karen Davila. Not my story but I know someone who used to work at Home Depot. One day, nandun si Karen Davila with her maid or assistant. Inutusan niya si assistant to get a certain product. Bumalik at mali yung dinala. She did not hesitate to cuss them out and call them tanga in front of the HD employees. I can only imagine what she'd be like in private kung ganun na asta niya in public. Alex Gonzaga. Meet Alex Gonzaga. When I was an executive assistant sa isang advertising company, she was the first BA of Maybelline dito sa PH. Diyos ko, ibang-iba kapag hindi nakaharap sa camera. Artista nga talaga. Pamela Beranda. Until now, I despise Pamela Beranda. So I was covering this event years ago. I'm not liking the vibe of the event but I still covered, and took photos of the celebs and guests. She arrives and I don't even know her name then. I figured she's a celebrity. When I approached her and asked if I can take a photo of her, not with her, she said, "Gusto mo ikaw naman pikturan ko," and turned her back away from me. I said sure. I was doing her a favor, including her to the who's who of guests who attended. But she acted worse than the top celebs in the room. After a few moments, I found out from a person that she was looking for me and wanted to have that photo taken. I said no thanks and didn't even look at her. Until now, I don't care if we have common friends or anything. I still hate her. Sian Lim. Nag-sponsor dati yung company namin sa concert ni Kim Chiu sa Kia Theater, now New Frontier. Syempre as sponsor may photo op sa mga artists. Etong si Sian halata sa kanyaong pagkairita during photo op. Take note, love team siya ni Kim Chiu, di pat nice sila sa mga sponsors. Pero siya hindi, pagka-picture ng isa bigla ba namang umalis walang sabi-sabi. Iniwan ang mga nakapilang magpapapicture lang sana. Bastos sa mga sponsors. Marian Rivera is generally known for being suplada and brought in Ella, isa a friend of mine interned in GMA, I think Marimar days. She didn't like my friend passing by her so kumuha siya ng damit sa clothing rack at tinapon sa kanya and demanded that my friend be removed from her set. Nilaipat lang si friend, eventually got absorbed and written a few shows ng GMA. Dalawa, another friend of mine, a relatively familiar face in TV, told me that yes, she's suplada, and try not to get on her bad side. But she will acknowledge and thank you kapag nagkatrabaho kayo. The first time they work, di daw siya kinabo or whatever. Pero nung second time, when Marian saw her on a balcony of a building on set, she shouted, "Kilala kita ah." Hello. Luis Manzano. According to a friend who watched Pilipinas Got Talent, Luis is maarte daw. Maine Mendoza. Not me but my sister encounter with Maine Mendoza. My sister is working in TWG Shangri-La Mandaluyong, when Maine Mendoza and her friend sit on the table, and chatting for almost 20 minutes, then one of the staff offers them water when Maine suddenly reacts, "Ate, hindi pa kasi kami tapos magkwentuhan, wag ka bastos, tatawagin ka na lang namin pag may order na kami," and the staff was bit of surprise. She didn't see that coming from Maine. Lea Salonga. Di naman ako nakamit ng celebrities pero super rude talaga si Lea Salonga sa concert niya sa Toronto. I was a big fan of hers up until that point. Sobrang nadismaya talaga ako and turned off by her. May sumigaw ng, "I love you, Lea." Imbes na mag-I love you back or kahit man lang thank you na lang, sumagot ba naman? "Why do you love me? Do you know me? Are we relatives?" Sobrang napahiya si ate na sumigaw. Alam mo yung natameme lahat ng audience kasi it was so awkward. Mind you, this is while the concert was happening. Hindi tinihol at napadaan lang siya. Christine Hermosa. Christine Hermosa during her heyday. Supladita. Corina Sanchez. Meron akong pinsan na teacher sa public school na binigyan ng tsinelas ni Corina Sanchez. Ayaw raw bumaba sa van para makipag-picture sa mga bata dahil mainit sa labas. Kim Chu. The first encounter was at the airport lounge area while waiting for boarding. She's with Gerald. My mom said, "Hi Gerald." "Hi Kim." Gerald greeted back with a smile while Kim was dead ma. So my mom thought Kim didn't hear her, so she greeted her again but to no avail. Gerald said, "Pagod po kasi siya ma'am." My mom said, "Sorry Kim and ingat kayo." But again, dead ma lang siya. Second encounter was at the hospital with Maha. They visited the children with cancer as part of an ASAP segment. I was busy back then and never went to the nearby ward they visited. I work in the hospital. After work, Kim became the pulutan of biometrics chismisan. They said she was such a supladita off-cam but as the camera rolled, she's so kind to the children, their parents and the staff. Janelle Salvador. Mine's Janelle Salvador. It was last year noong nag-mall show siya rito sa lugar namin. She was snobbish at halatang ayaw niyang makipag-interact sa kanyang fans. Noong una natuwa pa ako kasi di ko inakalang ganon siya, but when a little girl asked for a photo with her, umiwas talaga siya and ayaw niyang magpahawak. That time na bother lang ako kasi bata yun eh. James Reid. I don't know if he changed but the last time we saw him here on a tour, he was so snobbish. At least si Brett pinansin kami. Si James parang dirdiretso lang, looked annoyed, didn't even bat an eye on us even if Brett called out to him and pointed us. Gretchen Barreto. Si Gretchen Barreto at bodyguard ata niya yun sumakay sa elevator ng building ng work ko dati, sumingit na pinababa pa lahat ng nakasakay para solo niya elevator, ang dami pa naman nakapila. Balita sa amin nalaman daw nung may-ari ng building, pinagbawalan na siya pumasok. Fifth Solomon. Some PBB alums especially yung Fifth Solomon. Inagawan niya ako ng taxi. Magkabarkada nga sila ni Alex Gonzaga. Vic Soto. Napakasungit sa inferiors niya. Laging naka-passive-aggressive remarks, walang magandang nalabas na salita sa bibig. Pag may fan siya sa Eat Bulaga mahahalata mo na nagkukunwari lang siya. Sam Concepcion. Sobrang sanggit daw according to my sister. Halatang pilit lang yung pakikihalubilo niya sa audience during his meet and greet sa Baguio. There was a photo with my sister na konti na lang hindi na siya ngingiti. Siguro he was pagod na pero it's his responsibility since he obliged in doing that meet and greet, diba? Raymond Gutierrez. Nakasalubong ko siya sa Emerald Avenue. Nag-high and wave ako sa kanya. Feeling kumulto ako, patay na ba ko, tanong ko sa sarili ko. Haha, parang wala siya nakita. Parokya ni Edgar. Pinakakupal talaga ang parokya ni Edgar. Event staff ako sa Up Fair noon, and nagpa-autograph ako sa kanila, kasi nasa backstage ako naka-station. Aba, nag-drawing ba naman ng tight sa t-shirt ko, tapos nilagyan pa ng word, tight. Tapos tawang-tawa pa sila sa ginawa nila. Kaka-disappoint lang, ang dami na autograph doon sa t-shirt na yun, tapos panira yung ginawa ng parokya ni Edgar. Chris Aquino. Was visiting my uncle in Shangri-La. He was kinda head of some security division there and was briefing some security officers one morning and I was sitting inside a security room near one of the VIP entrances. When Chris Aquino arrived, she dropped one of her paper bags and her yaya or PA wasn't able to pick it up immediately kasi madami din siyang dala, and she kinda screamed at her for not picking it up quickly. She then called security to ask if they can help with her stuff without saying please. Hindi trabaho ng security yun at may yaya or PAN man siyang dala. Di pa siguro kakapagkape pero totally unacceptable. Nadine Samonte. Yung kapatid ko yung fan niya. 10th birthday ng kapatid ko noon tapos yun yung time na sikat siya dahil sa Starstruck. Sinama pa nung kapatid ko yung best friend niya para pumunta sa bahay nila Nadine. Walking distance lang yung bahay namin sa bahay nila Nadine dati. Then ayun pumunta sa gate yung kapatid ko at yung best friend niya hawak-hawak yung poster ni Nadine sa monte. Nakita nila si Nadine dun sa bahay pero di man lang lumabas para man lang i-autograph yung poster na hawak nila. Sobrang sama ng loob ng kapatid ko nung panahon na yun. Kaya lahat ng mga tao dun sa village namin walang amor sa kanya nung kapanahunan niya. Kim Fidelian. Pinakakupal sa lahat, mayabang, hambog at napaka-presko niyan. Nadine Lustre. I have a friend who went to ABS para manood ng isang show sa ASAP or whatever pero what happened is she was using the restroom then pumasok si Nadine. Pagkakita pa lang daw sa kanya ni Nadine, sinimangutan na siya tapos lumabas. Akala niya tapos na so dead man na siya. Maya-maya pumasok daw PA ni Nadine tapos pinapalabas sila kasi ayaw daw ni Nadine nang may kasama sa restroom. Jolina Magdangal. This was during the late 90s nung kasikatan niya. May meet and greet siya sa isang hotel dito sa Cebu. Autograph tapos picture. Fan yung sister ko so nagpunta sila ng classmate niya. According to my sister, nakasimangot si Jolina throughout the event, halatang nabubwisit sa ginagawa niya. Tapos pasiga pa kung mag-utos dun sa PA niya. Kin Cipriano, Kala Lily. This was way back 2008 or 2009, I don't know how much his attitude changed now, when my buddy saw him and the band in a coffee shop hanging around. My friend just wanted to have a picture with them but Kin shoved him off and said we don't have time for pictures. So, we did leave them alone but they just sat there for around an hour laughing their ass off doing nothing. But they might be planning something or what but a minute of their time wouldn't hurt them. After that, I lost all my respect for the guy. Jake Cuenca. Our company had an event that invited well-known brands to set up booths in the area. So naturally, a lot of them invited their celebrity endorsers to show up, for a few minutes to a few hours each. Most memorable was Jake Cuenca. He just sat at his booth, had it enclosed so people can't get near, and had a scowl on his face the entire time. He never made an effort to even say hi or smile to the throngs of people who crowded around the booth. Didn't even make eye contact to anyone. If he wasn't frowning, he was on his phone. For whatever reason, I thought it was wrong to act like that. You were likely paid to be there, at least take that frown off of your face. It was really disappointing. Gladys Reyes. She went to our school here in Davao and she was such a diva. Regine Velasquez. We saw Regine Velasquez in Shangri-La. I'm not a fan, but my friend was. We were exiting the rotating doors and papasok naman sila. My friend was so excited. Pumasok uli siya. Tinawag niya si Regine. Nasa escalator na siya. Tumingin lang siya sa friend ko with a blank stare, na parang sinasabi, yuck. No wave, no smile. Parang napahiya tuloy friend ko. Cara David. Cara David is so fake. Cara expects everyone to bend for her back when she was making this docu on Black Manila. Nabangga ako nung crew niya by accident since I don't focus. Nagrant ba naman ng, that is why people are so stupid. They don't look forward kasi. So I said, then expect that your privilege doesn't extend past here. Jessica Soho. Jessica hired an interviewer on our college about the school's EOP. After they interviewed the three of us, my friends and me, I heard her say, piliin niyo siya, me, sa segment, pwede yung English niya, masyadong arrogant. Mind you that they asked us to speak in English and nagpa-interview mga barkada ko kasi trip nila makita in action yung favorite news person nila. Paolo Avellino. Paolo Avellino is not that much interactive sa tao. I worked as prod assistant and I worked with him sa isang teleserye. When I need to talk to him, I have to see his handler to give the scripts or give cue when he has an upcoming scene. This is why natatawa ako sa mga fans niya kasi they don't really see him behind the scenes lol. Julia Barreto. Coincidentally, na-meet ko din si Julia Barreto. I think yaya or PA niya kasama niya nun, nasa H&M kami nun. Dadaan kasi siya and may ate na nakaharang dun sa aisle, walang excuse me basta diretso daan na lang. Tapos sa counter nag-assume talaga siya na siya ang mauuna sa pila. Like, yung ibang nakapila shut up na lang, siguro na speechless sa nangyari.